Well, I think everyone enjoyed that medal ceremony, clapping along as we whiz straight back up to the start. It's the PR3 mixed double scull.
So we're really trying to catch up on our time here. On the far side, Elisa Corda, Luca Conti from Italy, Shaylee Mizraki and Aisha Klein from Israel. This is the mixed PR3 double scull. For rowers with a permanent and verifiable disability with functional use of their trunk, legs and arms. There is the Israeli double, Aisha Klein closest to us, Shaylee Mizraki. The French Guylaine Marchand and Laurent Cadeau, who produced that fantastic row at the World Championships last year. Cadeau with a new partner, Guillaume Marchand, and they are in lane 3. The Ukrainians, Kotik and Samulik, are in lane 4. Annabelle Caddick and Sam Murray from Great Britain in lane 5. We're coming on to the right-hand side of the course now. You can see the British in that yellow M-Packer, I think in second place. And Veronica Rodriguez Pulido and Enrique Floriano Milan from Spain, and they are trailing at the moment. There are the British Greg, Sam Murray in the stroke seat, Annabelle Caddick behind him.
Yeah, these two making their debut at the para level here at European Championship level. This is their first international race like this together, and will be pleased to find themselves right here in the centre of the field, in the centre of the course, and just pushing that British bow ball pretty much side by side with the Ukrainian crew beside them, a more experienced crew, as we see them coming now towards 500. And the Ukrainians still holding on to that narrow lead that they took at the beginning.
Yeah, it's a great race, isn't it? Really close up. Cadeau, of course, the French oarsman there. People familiar to the sport of rowing will recognise the 39-year-old from the French 8. He rowed in back, I think, in 2015. Never quite made the Olympics, but he was there in Aiguebelette. And now finds himself in the para category. A man from Bologna. And here is Sam Murray. You know Sam Murray, don't you, Greg?
Yeah, I've done some work with Sam Murray. He works as a consultant, working with organisations. And we're seeing there in that stroke seat, keeping calmness, keeping the organisation of this double scull. Hands moving smoothly, going along. Lower rating than the rest of the field, only 31 strokes a minute compared to the crews to his right, both at 34, 35 strokes a minute. So I guess they'll be hoping they're just in a pace that they'll be able to move on from.
Yeah, French are moving through nicely. Ukrainian bow hit the fronts. Daria Kotik, who basically, the 18-year-old, when asked what's the biggest challenge she faces this year, and she kind of said, well, it's a no-brainer, war in my country.
Absolutely.
I think the para team have been training. I'm not sure if they've trained this year with the French in Nancy to the west of France. But the French team now moving through. Guillaume Marchand up in the bow seat from Association Club Saint-Cassien.
Yeah, you said that earlier, Martin. Marchand is the new partner for Laurent Cadeau. And his experience perhaps helping them to just stay calm in that second 500 now, just get their bow ball in front through the 1,000. Big third 500 we've got coming.
It is. Is it a no-brainer, Greg, that you put the man in the stroke seat? Or, you know, how's that?
It looks like the setup in each of these. I mean, a double scull I generally always think can be the most uncomfortable boat to scull in. So it's all about really getting the dynamics of it to work well together. So I don't know whether that necessarily means you want the male or the female athlete in either particular seat. But I guess all these crews have gone for that setup.
And Daria Kotik, just 18 years of age. She's on the right of the Ukrainian boat, just in second place there. And it's a big age split, isn't it, between Guillaume Marchand, who's 53 years of age, in the French boat. Really, you do see those big age differences in the para category.
Yeah, you do that because, yeah, looking to find athletes who can join and be within the category and then be able to race. And yeah, just a great performance really here from this French double. that we're seeing them now. That combination's working. Gillian Marchand in the bow seat, although she might be new to the crew. She doesn't look like she's new to sculling. Looking her on the right of the picture, her hands moving really nicely, clean finishes.
It's a great shout, Greg. She was actually in the, it used to be called legs, trunk and arms for when the para category raced over 1,000 metres in Rio. I think she took 4th place in that regatta. Now switched to 2,000 metres. Obviously, the lure of the Paralympic Games in Paris has attracted Guillaume back into the sport. And it looks to be going very well for the French combination as they approach 1,500 metres gone, 500 to go. France go through in 1st place. The Ukrainians, good 2nd place for them. And the British hanging on to 3rd. Well, they've got a good lead, haven't they, in 3rd from the Israelis on that far side of the course in 4th.
Yeah, the British are still underrating as we look now at this French double, moving really well together. 34 strokes a minute. The British are down at 30. So there's a chance they might be able to step that pace on and come back. But as it is, it's this French double at the head of the field, moving very well together in that mixed double. You see really nothing you complain about there, and they're opening up to clear water. The Ukrainian double in the centre there, trying to be strong in that position. The British to the right of our shot, still just looking that little bit longer, that little bit more languid, but not having a change of pace.
And I guess we should say the reason this event is in the European Championships, it hasn't been in the Paralympics as a category up until it will be in the Paris Games as a new category. So that's why we see it in the European Championships.
Yeah, brilliant for this French crew to focus in on that, of course, as we prepare for the Paris Olympic Games, which is going out there to be a very environmentally friendly, sustainable games. No single-use plastic, no air conditioning, not building lots of new stadiums. And this French crew will want to be competing in those paras, wanting to be proud of what their country is doing, and their country to be proud of them.
Ukrainians having that sprint in to the finish. They are in the centre of your screen. But the French have got that clear water margin coming into the finish bowl. Just will be outside of world's best time pace, I think, but very quick times here this afternoon. Ukrainians do close the gap, but Marchand and Cadeau from France cross the line in front. The Ukrainians take the silver medal, and that looks like delight for Daria Kotik, the 18-year-old. Britain take the bronze medal, and the Israelis will have to be content with 4th place. And 5th place, it looks like Veronica Rodriguez Pulido and Enrique Floriano Milan from Spain will take 5th. They're not crossing the line yet. And on the far side, it's Elisa Cordi and Luca Conti from Italy who will cross the line in 6th place.
Well, you can see what has taken out the Ukrainians and the British, who got out there early, looking to lead it through the first 500. But I thought it was a great race, really, from the French to bide their time and just come through when it really mattered. Yeah.
And I guess it's interesting, isn't it, Laurent Cadeau, that experience in the French World Championship 8 category, coming into the para category.
So confirmation there, we see that win for the French double ahead of Ukraine and Great Britain. That fast time they set as well.
So there's the Israelis, Italians, Cadeau from France. There's the young Ukrainian on the left of your picture, Daria Kotik. Beautiful scene at the start of Bled. He's really giving it some round the back end, isn't he, Cadeau?
Well, he's a big man, isn't he? You see him off the water, he's a big, strong man. He's able to really send it down, and we saw him doing that there.
But there they are, the French, Cadeau and Marchand. Lots of handshake there. So Laurent Cadeau, the first to get his medal, 39 years of age, from Boulogne, up in the north of France. Guy Marchand, the veteran, back in the frame after the Rio Paralympics from Association Club Saint-Cassien. We welcome you. Just heard from John Boltby in Australia, former World Rowing Executive Director, who's asked if Australia is allowed in the Eurovision Song Contest, why is it not allowed in the European Rowing Championships?